Welcome back to Kennedy's Test Kitchen. Today we are going to be making a Martha Stewart recipe. It is chocolate lava cakes. Let's get started. First you'll need 1 stick and 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter diced, plus more for the pans. Unsweetened cocoa powder just for dusting. 6 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, preferably 70%, but I could only find 60. Half a cup of all-purpose flour. 5 large eggs. 3/4 a cup of granulated sugar. And 1 pinch of salt. First, we need to butter the ramekins, like this. Okay, so next we need to dust it with cocoa powder. This is where the dusting is. So just dust it around. You might need to crush it if it's all clumpy. It's okay, you do not need to sift it. So this is what it should look like. You might need to tap out the excess and do that with the other ones. Okay, so I buttered and dusted these ramekins with cocoa powder, and it's important to do this so that the cake won't stick to the ramekins when you take them out and put them on the plate. Now let's get to the stove. Next, we are going to melt the chocolate. We will need a pot of water that is simmering and a heat-proof bowl with our chocolate in it. And next, we're going to add our diced butter in with our chocolate. Might need to use your fingers. And now we're just going to let that melt together and just check it periodically. Now we are going to take our eggs and our sugar and whisk them together. As you can see, I had to transfer my bowl to a bigger bowl because I was having a little trouble with keeping the egg inside the bowl. But yeah, and now it should be mixed together with the whisk. So this is what it should look like, just mostly like breakfast eggs in the morning. Let's check on our melted chocolate. Now this is really melted. Come and look. If you see how liquidy it looks, this is just the texture, so don't worry if it's almost like chocolate milk. Okay, so now we are going to sift the flour and the pinch of salt. I just will put that right there and put it in here and just... And it's okay if you make a mess because, you know, you can always clean it up. Okay, now that was quick. Let's go to the next step. Guess what? There is more mixing. So we're going to add in our egg mixture into our chocolate, like this, and we're just going to fold it like this. So now that we're done folding, it should be thicker because of the egg, And now we're going to just add in our flour, and the recipe said right after, so that means immediately after you finish folding, we need to quickly add in the flour mixture. Okay, so the recipe didn't really tell me what it's supposed to look like, but I think I'm getting close, and I think that there should not be that many lumps, and I tried to get most of the lumps out, but I couldn't. So let's just try to get the rest out. Okay, so this is looking great. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. Now we are going to put our batter or our mixture into our ramekins so that they can cool in the refrigerator for an hour. But to make it easier to pour them in, I will use my measuring cup. So I'm just going to pour it in here. This is what I call chocolate. And it is okay if you do not put all of it in. You can just come back and put more in. And the recipe says that you should fill it 3/4 of the way up. So not half, almost half like a cupcake, but not all the way. But a little more. So I was only able to fill 5 when the recipe calls for 6, which is a letdown. And now my cup is all lonely. Well, bye-bye cup. Now we have to put the ramekins on a baking sheet. Look what magically appeared. Okay, just set these on here. Now they are ready for the refrigerator. Now they are going to set in the refrigerator for 1 hour. Come on, it's commercial time.
Okay. Hey everybody, I'm Myron, Kennedy's older brother and the director of Kennedy's Test Kitchen. And if you liked what you saw today, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you can see even more videos by Kennedy's Test Kitchen. And be sure to go to Kennedy's website, purplepastries.com. Again, purplepastries.com, so that you can get stuff ordered to you if you live within the metro Atlanta area, or you can order even better things like merchandise.
Like this awesome apron that is filthy.
It's not going to come filthy though.
And this awesome t-shirt that has chocolate stain on it.
Chocolate stain. I'm just kidding, there's not going to be a chocolate stain on there, but you can definitely go ahead and order one of those as well. So be sure to go to her website, purplepastries.com, and place those orders for all those certain things. Thanks for watching.
I'm just kidding. It's not over yet. While our cakes are in the refrigerator, let's preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. It's time. Now they are ready to come out of the refrigerator and into the oven. So now the recipe says to put it in for 14 to 16 minutes, but I'm going to go in the middle and do 15. Well, they're done. We're almost finished with this process. They look awesome. Let's get these out and onto the cooling rack so they can cool for, 3 minutes. Let's move that. I'll fix it. Let me just. I'm going to use the back of my fork to go around the side of the pan so that the parts of the cake will not stick to the pan. Let's turn it over. Oh, I'm really scared. Okay, and flip. Hopefully it's stuck. Oh, it's hot. I can't get it like this. And there you go. Now let's make it pretty, like this. And now let's make it pretty by adding a little bit of powdered sugar. Oh, I just made it worse, but there we go. Now let's taste it. I'm really excited to taste this. Let's taste it. It's moving around a lot. Well, there's a lava part right there. Looks really cool. Now let's taste it. I really love this cake. It tastes like a simple chocolate cake on the outside. In the way it looks like a simple mini chocolate cake. But when you open it into the inside, you see all this lava stuff pouring out. And it tastes so awesome. And in the middle where there's the chocolate, it tastes like it almost tastes like melted chocolate. It almost tastes like it's it's supposed to be a part of the cake. And it just goes well together. But I really do recommend having this with ice cream or whipped cream, which I love. And just enjoy. I am Kennedy Parker from Kennedy's Test Kitchen, and I hereby recommend this recipe. So good.